My name is Kari Bargas. The name of my business is Monarch Marketing Group. My business is an advertising agency, so I get to work with a lot of different clients like the Oklahoma City Zoo and 7-Eleven stores, and I get to help them advertise and tell people to come into the zoo or to come and buy an icy or a big gulp from 7-Eleven. Well, I loved getting badges, and I loved checking things off to get the badges and planning. So I think by learning what the goals were and planning to get those badges and how I was going to do it helps me in my business today, because all of my business is about planning and goals and execution. I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Oklahoma in journalism. And that helped me. And you have to have a college degree to get into the field to do advertising. Now it's very important to have an internship, and we have at least 1 or 2 interns at all times at our office so that they can learn our business. It's so important because the first 2 years out of college is like additional training. So if you have an internship, it really helps you to understand an office and a business and learn the acronyms that we use in our business. I started my business because I found that there were a lot of women that wanted to be mommies and they wanted to be in the business world, and so we started the business so that they could job shift, which means they could work any hours that they wanted to work as long as they got their work done. So we have women that work from home, and we have women that work weird, funny hours that are different than their husbands, so somebody's always home with them. And we have women that job share, so somebody works in the morning and then they have a job share partner that works in the afternoon. So we do all kinds of things that help women to be in the business force and to be stay-at-home moms or be moms at the same time. I did make a business plan. I had to make a business plan so that there were people out there that would help me get a loan, and they wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing and that I had a plan to make money and a plan to pay back the loan so that I would be successful. Well, I think it's important to understand accounting. So take as many accounting classes as you can, no matter what business you're going to be in, because a profit and loss statement is very important to be able to read when you run your own business. So you want to be able to talk to the accountants and the bankers, and you want to be able to talk to your employees about how much money they're making. And if you don't have a good understanding of basic accounting, then you can't be successful. Well, I think it's like the golden rule. You treat others the way you want to be treated. And so we are around here a lot of people pleasers. So we probably go above and beyond. When I was early on in my business, there was a young woman that was a little bit older than me, and she said the secret to success is always doing just a little bit more than is expected of you. And that's what we try to do with customer service, is just a little bit more than they expect from us, so that they're always pleased and surprised by what we do for them. There is not a typical day in my business, because every time I try to start something and have a plan for what I want to do, something else happens. So a typical day for me would be ready for the changes and things that people need from you. So just be ready to do whatever needs to be done to make sure you get the job finished. Oh, I love owning my own business because I can make the rules. If we want to have lots of holidays, we can take lots of holidays. And if we want to go home early because there's a storm, we can go home early. And I really like being able to take on the kind of businesses that I want to take on, businesses that I think are making a difference in the world. And I don't have to take on businesses that maybe don't fit with my goals and my priorities. Well, you have a lot of responsibility, because I have 13 people that work for me whose livelihoods and families depend on the income that they make from this company. So I would say it's the stress of being responsible for lots of people and lots of families, and making sure that we have enough money in here to pay them so that they can pay their bills. Well, learn to read, and read well, and read as much as you can. It's very important that you learn to speak well, that you learn to hold yourself well, that you're confident, and it's really important that you learn to carry yourself well, that you're clean and neat, and that you have as much education as you can, and that you're confident in presenting yourself.